Welcome to the Talk It Out Show. I'm your host, Lydia. Remember, the show is for entertainment purposes only. If you want to look us up on Facebook or Twitter, look us up at the Talk It Out Show. If you want to email us any of your questions to us, just please send it to the talkitoutshow@gmail.com. If you need physical, send your questions and send them to PO Box 901-043, Portland, Oregon 97290. Now, just me and Lauren doing the takeover. So Lauren's over here.
Hello, everyone.
And here I am, Lydia. Hello, everyone. Oh, we're having a good time, aren't we? Okay, so our question today is, ladies, this isn't explicit, but I want to answer. This morning, my man and I were having sex, and you know it was getting all intense and hot. You know where this is going. All of a sudden, he got a phone. His phone rang. I kid you not, this man got up instantly, answered the phone, and proceeded to tell whoever it was, I'm on my way. Right in the middle of making love. This man doesn't punch a time clock or nothing. He's what people call a shade tree mechanic that works for someone. He actually left me in the bed naked and got up to attend to whatever the call was about. Your thoughts?
It was important.
I don't believe that. I believe it was important.
That was important.
It wasn't important. I don't believe it could be that important where you're in the middle.
Yeah, it was important. It's important for him to stop in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, that's important. When you stop in the middle, it's important if you go to the phone right in the middle. It's important. That means it's important. It's vital.
That means there must be another woman.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, come on. There's no way in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
There's no way in the middle. There's no way.
Yeah.
No.
He was like, And he said, I got to go. It was in the middle. And no, it doesn't always have to be another woman.
Then another man.
It doesn't have to be another man.
There's no way you're in the middle. Especially as much as men like it. There's no way he's in the middle. He's getting his groove on. The phone rings, you jump up to answer the phone call and then leave. So you know it wasn't a call from your job.
No, you don't jump up for your job. You just, I'm in the middle.
And you know if it was something tragic, he would have said something.
Yeah, that's what he would have said. Yeah, he would have said something. He would have said something tragic.
Anyway, oh my goodness, so and so happened. I gotta go. Such and such.
That's what he would say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Okay, he didn't say nothing. He just got up and left.
He said, I'm on my way.
And then he left. And did not finish.
No, he didn't finish. Left me up there naked. It was important. It was important to him. Whatever it was important to him. It was more important than what he was doing with you. You don't really care what the reason is. I mean, unless it was an emergency and he shared it with you, and that would have happened. He wouldn't even have wrote that. If he shared you, so-and-so died, such and such happened, you would be right there in his midst. But he didn't. So whatever that was important. Yes, it was more important than you at that time. And really at that most crucial time. It wasn't like you guys were just sitting back and watching TV. It was more important. You guys were making love. In your mind, you were making love. He was just working. And then it was just, and like I said, his time clock called and said he was off duty.
So again, it goes to what I was saying earlier.
It doesn't matter.
No, but I'm just saying she needs to know because apparently.
No, she knows. She already knows.
That there's another woman or man.
It doesn't make any difference.
Hey, it might be a duo.
It doesn't make a difference. It's that you're not important. He didn't make it important. He hasn't came back and told you what it was. It didn't make it. You don't really care what the reason was. If it was a woman, man, the puppy, it doesn't make no difference.
I would care.
Why? What does it change? What does it change? What does it change? So you know, it's a woman. Oh, now you know.
Now I gotta go.
Well, you gotta go anyway. He left in the middle, didn't tell you nothing. He said, gotta go, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it was is more important than you. You got to have a reason for it to leave. You gotta go anyway. Why? Is that closure?
Yes, it is that
Oh
closure.
God, it's that closure again. You need closure. I need to know that so now I'm gonna ask you why you got this woman. You gotta get all that information. Really, you take control of your own life. It doesn't make any difference. The minute he did that, you was like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not a priority in this man's life. So what am I doing here? We're doing the most important thing in our, not most important, but this is a crucial point where both our bodies are participating in this love making, and the phone rings, and you dash out to my, oh yeah, I gotta go, and you leave me. So, and you don't come back and tell me, oh girl, this is what happened. Or you're not talking to me and saying, you know what's going on, such and such a, yeah, or do you want to go with me? And then we finish. No, you weren't important. No matter what the reason is, he says, you're not important. So leave. You can stay there and not be important. You can ask him if there's another woman, and what is he going to say? Folks, everybody say it. Okay, so why do you want to say? And then, well, he said it was. No, why? If you don't feel important, if you feel thrown away, disregarded, then you do something. You walk. Don't care what the reason is and who it was. That doesn't mean anything. Why does... I need closure. Oh, I don't. Closure is the most... that's so... Why? Can't you close the door by yourself?
No,
I can't. I can close the door. You go in there, I close the door by myself.
really?
Ain't nobody got to close the door from... No, because it's my life. I don't need you to tell me you don't want me no more. I don't even want to hear that. I just go on by my business. That's it.
I think she just wanted something to be how, like the
wanted
person
to
here
explain.
said, he got the call and had an erection correction.
So, whatever it
you
was,
just want to know.
was
You
more-
just want to know. You can't blame somebody for wanting to know.
You know. Who don't know? Anybody out there don't know? If you're making love with somebody and the phone rings and they say, I gotta go. Do you not know? Who don't know? Raise your hand. You don't have a clue? I mean, for real, this is your first rodeo? You don't know? Why is he leaving me now? Wonder. I mean, that's like a no-brainer on the test. Like if I was in school and that was on the test, the man was making love with you and he had to go. Are you important in his life? I'm not thinking about it. I'm not looking it up. I'm not going to go to some reference. I'm not going to call Dr. Phil. I know the answer. It's what you need. Do you want to stay with the man that puts you on the back burner whenever the phone rings? Whatever you're doing? Or do you want a man that's there for you? That's that thing. And if you couldn't tell by that explicit show of disrespect, then he love you, girl. Girl, he love you, honey. I can tell it in his eyes.
I think you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong at all. I'm not wrong at all. There's no way in the world you can say I'm wrong. I'm wrong. How can you twist that? You getting your master's. I think you should rethink that. How you gonna say that answer is wrong?
She needs answers. And
She don't need no answer. What? Okay, give her some answers. Give her some answers, Lydia. Let me see. Lydia, she's getting her master's degree, and we're going to throw her a big party. I want everybody to come, but she's going to give this woman. She don't know what that means. Lydia, give her closure. Go on, girl.
This is your closure, honey.
There we go. Or open it. She might say that he love her like I just said. He love you. Go on, tell him.
Okay, even though Lauren is being so rude, honey. Maybe it was a job interview he didn't want you to know about until he got the job. maybe he's throwing you a surprise.
No, I'm so glad we on the air because nobody can throw nothing and they accidentally hit me with. Because that, you know, that's weak. That is so
He
weak.
might be
Who
throwing you a
in the world?
surprise.
She don't even believe that mess. She don't. You know why she's doing that? Because I hate to say this, because she think you stupid. She really does. She think you stupid. I know you woman enough to take the answer. You know, and I know the truth. He ain't worthy. She think you stupid.
Whatever. I was really giving you some good sound.
No, she wasn't giving you good nothing. She wasn't giving you good nothing. You know, we all know. Everybody that's listening by airways know. And the people that ain't listening by airways know. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're right. Something wrong. That was your red flag.
Okay.
So, yeah. You do what you need to do. Now, like I said, if you're not ready to go because your feelings is into it, don't say nothing. But you know, you already know you're not that important. So then you could just, you don't look for him to be your knight in shining armor. Don't depend on him to be there because he's not going to be there. If he wasn't there in something that was pleasurable, how's he going to be in something that when you guys are going to reach hard times? Marriage is hard. Relationship is hard. It takes a lot, but mostly it takes love and respect. And if he's not showing you that right now, it only gets worse. That's all I'm saying. Now, Lydia's going to tell you about the job interview he had. He's going to surprise and say, woo!
Or he was throwing you a surprise and they needed him real quick. Is it your birthday coming up? Your anniversary.
You believe that? She thinks you still stupid. She thinks you dumber than stupid. Dumb and dumber. She really does. She's going. She really is. Because that was so weak. You at least give her something where we can all go, hey, not. He got up from making love to you to answer the phone for a surprise party for you.
Don't forget the job interview.
All wrapped up in one.
His kid needed him to take him to baseball practice, and it was an emergency.
So you know the answer, right? Because you can pick one of those excuses, and he's gonna say, "You gonna believe that one? Okay, then yeah, that one. Yeah. I know I don't got no kids, but just in case." No. Like I said, if your feelings is wrapped up in the man, it's hard to love somebody on Tuesday and hate them on Wednesday. It is that you can't do it, and people cheat and do whatever they want to do, and you're stuck with those feelings, and you got to wrap those feelings around you. So if you can't do anything with those feelings today, I hear you. I'm not mad at you. You stay until you can, but I'm just saying, don't bring it up to him because you don't want to hear that little phony lie that he's going to tell you. And the reason I say don't ask is because when your heart is wrapped into it, you believe stuff like that. And they look at you like you really boo-boo the fool. And then they don't have no more respect for you either. But if they don't think you know, well then they kind of try to keep it away from you. But if they think you stupid like that, then they just, they be in the bed with this. I'm talking about this, my sister. Who you gonna believe? What, me and my sister wrestle like this. What? And then you up there, well, he said that was his sister, and they do wrestle, and WW, they are half naked, and I think she's, you start giving him excuses for him abusing you. So, no, keep it to yourself until you're ready to leave, and then when you leave, you leave. You made your statement. When he comes to you, he's going to have to come to you correct if you take him back. And normally when you leave, us women, when we leave, we go down. I don't care what you say. You can blow. I don't care what you can. What? We're not taking you back. It has to be, you have to do a 180. And I don't mean 360. No, I don't want you to turn back around and be the same thing you was before. I want you to change. And that's what I'm saying. So, no, that was blatant disrespect. That was, whatever that phone call was more important to you. More important than your relationship. For him not sharing what it was, You know that it had to be something just was important to him, not important to you as a unit, as an entity, just to him personally, and you were left out. So that's the way it is. It's a hard, cold fact. Nobody needs to shut the door or close your, tell you what it was and all that kind of, we don't need to psychoanalyze and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever the case may be, it was more important than me. And that's where you got to go with. I make you a priority, but you didn't make me a priority. So that's that.
Maybe you're just not good in bed.
Okay.
People don't like to hear that either.
Okay.
Because if it was good, you wouldn't even answer the phone.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. So you can take whatever advice you want.
I'm being serious.
Okay.
This time I'm being serious.
Well, no.
It could be you just not good and anything can distract them because it's not good. I mean, I, as a woman, I know there's plenty of men that'll be like,
okay. It doesn't make a difference. More than the act.
Sometimes you don't want to finish if it ain't good.
More than the act. More than the act is love. And more than the act. It doesn't have anything to do with good, bad, and their difference. It's
said they were in love.
Well, apparently,
boyfriend and girlfriend. People have sex and be boyfriend and girlfriend.
I understand, but apparently. Then if you weren't in love, you don't care when he said, I gotta go, you'd be like, oh,
well,
okay,
you can like him a lot, but I'm just saying, you might not be good.
Whatever.
Sometimes we have to.
So now you're dumb and you ain't good in bed. Right. I want you to feel empowered now.
Yes, that's right. Because I'm going to say sometimes, and as a woman, you can even think for yourself, as a woman, you had some men that wasn't good in bed, that anything could distract you from being there. And you would make anything a priority because he's not hitting it, and you didn't know how to speak on it. You didn't know how to express your feelings about it because you didn't want to mess with his manhood. And I think it goes vice versa. Now, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it could be.
But a woman wouldn't blatantly disrespect. We fake orgasms, yes. We watch TV and finish the show if it's not, because if we're not in the mood, we're just not in the mood. Can't get there until we, whatever. Those are other things. He can do the same thing. But I'm telling you, if you went to the phone,
I'm blatantly honest on mine. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say, hey, I don't want to finish. Thank you. But again,
he didn't do that.
No, he didn't. But
you're talking about something different.
No, I'm not, because everybody's different on how they respond. Like you just said.
So you think
excuse me. So why are you interrupting?
I'm just asking you.
But can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So you just said to her that women finish watching TV, or women sit there and fake an orgasm. So how you gonna say, oh, the phone is not important because this is not keeping me entertained, and I'm going to get up and go, and it might not even been a place for him to go. He just got up and left. It could have been a solicitor, and he just got up and get. Sometimes you might not be good, and that's the only reason I really am saying that sometimes you want to know, because it's a hard subject. It's a hard subject for people to have about sex, about being good or bad, and just I don't know why women feel like they're always good, just like men think they're always good. But a lot of men will tell you in a minute, well, you're the only one complaining about it. Well, I'm the only one being honest.
No.
So
that's my dog. He said no. He said that wasn't it. He said no, that wasn't it.
So that I think that's how you should look at it.
So look at it. Something that is your fault.
It's not about being your fault, but it's not about being that. Well, I'm glad you hate it.
No, I'm just saying, a man does a blatant disrespect, and you turn it around where it was her fault.
I'm tired.
Maybe you weren't good in bed. Why is it? No, he wasn't. I don't even give a damn if you were. That is not the way to show it. That is blatant disrespect.
Everybody has their own. Just like you're going crazy over here, you have your own reason to be going crazy over a subject. I'm just saying. It can be multiple reasons. It's your choice to figure it out. If you feel like he's not into you, then that's fine. I don't know what you guys' regular relationship is. We're just talking about your sexual relationship. If your relationship is normally really great and you don't have any issues or any problem, then it might be he's not liking the sex. Period. Or it can be, of course, with our first comment is another woman or a man? But it's up to you. Do you want to just leave? I mean, because right now all we're talking about is your sex life. So if you talk about everything else and if you would have put, we have a great relationship, or we don't have a good relationship, or this, that, it's more easier to give you an advice. So I'm giving you multiple advice. I'm not just sticking to one, because there could be many reasons. And regardless if Lauren agrees with it or not, my thing is
to read the question again, because I don't understand where you're going with that. You're saying, read the question. Read the question again. All he's saying was that they were right in the middle. He decided, he got a phone call. He said, "Oh, I'll be right there," and he left.
Yeah.
And give her no questions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't know. Like I said, it's easy for us to easily say. I said it in the beginning that he's cheating on you with a man or a woman. It's easy for us to say that, but we don't know their whole dynamic in the relationship.
Neither does she, and she's in it.
No, she just didn't tell us. Doesn't mean she doesn't know.
Well, she would have said it. She wouldn't have written it if she knew. Oh, well, she was that.
No, she wouldn't have known that she's not good in bed. She was just talking about sex. I'm saying, if you're in a relationship and the relationship is great, the man is doing everything. He's whining and dining you. He's spending time with you. Everything is awesome with you guys. And this is his only downfall. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again.
That's the only.
Because that's something easy to fix. It is.
Blatant disrespect.
I hear so many women tell me about the men that they mess with and they don't have sex. It's not good sex, and they make up any excuse because they don't want to do it. And matter of fact, even somebody really close to me said his thing is too small and he don't know how to work it. I don't want to be in a sexless marriage. Yeah. Because it wasn't good to her.
Right.
And she talked about that man, the dog, and she told us all the different ways that she got out of doing having sex. And I think if she would have got a phone call, the person I'm talking about, I believe if she would have had a phone call, she would have answered it. And then I could have said, "Ooh, can you bring me some chicken?" She probably would have flew out. Oh, we got to go get some chicken to my sister.
She would have said it though.
Okay. But some people ain't as blunt as her. That's what I'm saying.
Not blunt. It's just that.
No, she's blunt because she's crazy. No, because she even told him, "You're just not good. I don't want to be in the sex."
That's good that she.
Yeah, but everybody don't communicate that. How many people do you know that don't communicate how bad they are in a relationship with somebody sexually that is not good? I can't even count on my fingers.
You should go to school.
Shut up. So it says, this is explicit, but I want answers. This morning, my man and I were having sex, and you know it was getting all intense and hot. You know where this is going. All of a sudden, his phone rings. I kid you not, this man got up instantly, answered the phone, and proceeded to tell whoever it was, I'm on my way. Right in the middle of making love, this man doesn't punch a time clock. He's what people call a shade tree mechanic that works for someone. He actually left me in bed naked and got to go. And got to go tend to whatever the call was about. Your thoughts?
You're not important. That was an important phone call. I stay with mine.
I'm just saying.
I
don't want you to think I don't agree with you. I'm just saying there's so many different elements because I don't know. And I know how shady women are when it comes to sex that they don't want to be with, and they feel uncomfortable telling their man, so they do stupid and shady stuff to make sure they don't have it, or in the middle of it they just sit there. There's even a show about a girl, she's with this man and he ain't hitting it, and she's just sitting there like a bump on a log, just sitting there for no reason. And it's a funny show too, and he didn't know. So then he's sitting up there talking to his friends, and they like, well, is she watching TV afterwards? Is she knocked out sleep? And he was like, she be watching TV, she be doing this. Oh, you ain't hitting it. And he didn't know, but she was cheating on him with a guy that was hitting it. But that's all he wanted from her was to hit it. So sometimes you do. I'm just saying everybody handle things differently. And I wasn't trying to, as this person said, I'm shaming her. I'm not trying to shame her. I'm just saying that people handle things differently, regardless if you agree with the way they handle it. You know, if you have a person that's upfront and blunt, that's totally different. The upfront blunt person is going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If it's not good, we ain't even finishing it. And we can have a discussion about it. You can have your feelings hurt. You can tell me I ain't all that. You can do all that because that's me. I'm gonna tell you. But I know that there's so many other women that won't. They don't open their mouth, and shame on us to believe that everybody should act like us.
Okay, so anyway, the Talk It Out show is about questions, and you're always gonna have somebody that's gonna be on the pro and con side, so you can tell which side she on.
It's not a side down. You didn't just hear what I said.
Yeah,
I'm saying
you don't like people not hitting it, so I understand that part.
I'm just saying, I honestly believe he might be cheating with a man or a woman. Plain and simple. But what I'm saying is because I don't know your relationship. No, it's because I don't know what the true dynamic of a relationship is. Anything can happen. I mean, it's just so many different possibilities.
Let me tell you about the true dynamics of a relationship. A man and a woman with mutual respect for each other will at least try to, you can't do it all the time, try to listen to both sides of every scenario and all, trying to get together, trying to find something in common ground, trying to respect the other and serve the other, trying to make a relationship as cohesive as possible. Not get up, tell you I gotta go, and leave, and you don't know nothing. You left there, as you said, naked, by yourself. He gone. He ain't said boo. He ain't said I'm going here. He ain't said mama called. He ain't said nothing.
I understand what she said again. And I understand what the person who on Twitch is saying as them just being adult enough to have a conversation. If you're not adult enough for the conversation, you're not adult enough for sex. Well, then that's everybody, because there's a conversation that everybody's going to have issues with, regardless. Because they might feel like if I can't hear it, I don't want to say it. And I know, like, even just a simple conversation as your breath is funky, it's hard for people to have that conversation as well. I'm just saying, I said it, and this is my last time saying it. The man is cheating on you with a woman or a man, period. But I'm still going to stick to my guns that because we don't know the dynamic of your relationship, you know him better than we do. And all I'm saying is, if you know if he's cheating, this is not your first sign of this. It's not your first sign if he's cheating. You have plenty of other signs if he's cheating, period. You might just want to label this one, but you already know if he's with somebody else. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. But if he's been attentive, everything has been smooth, and this is the only time, not that he did it 2 or 3 or 4 times, but the only time he's done this, you might want to have a conversation with him and ask what's going on. But if you know deep down in your heart that he's cheating on you, or you feel that he might be cheating on you, this is not his first time doing this to you. This is probably his 4th or 5th, 6th, 7th time doing it. Then you should do what Eveline Lauren is saying. Period. I agree with that. I'm just saying sometimes things are not what they seem. And we've all been through something like that in our life where things are not what they seem.
My husband, outside of the studio here, he's scared of the coronavirus. So he's bleaching everything. So if you hear this, he's bleaching the walls. He's bleaching the thing. He bleached everything. I'm bleached. I'm full of bleach right now. The dog bleach, everything. Little thing. He wasn't white at first.
Okay, we're done. But I'm just saying, those are the things that I want to be clear, because I've learned by talking, listening, and living my own life, things sometimes are not what they seem. So you, as a person that's in a relationship, to everybody in the world, this man is cheating on you. But is this his first time doing this to you? Is there something, you have to make that decision. We just, from what you gave us on this letter, means that he's cheating on you. But the rest is up to you. That's all I'm saying. Lauren had an attitude and got mad, but it's really, it's just up to you. It's up to you to know. Because she can say what she wants to say. I can say what I want to say. But all we have is what you wrote in. That's all we have.
That's all I went off of. And that's what I'm saying. When from the gate, something was more important. And it doesn't matter what it was more important than you. And then you have to make your decision from there. That's all I said.
That's all she said.
That's it. That's it. You don't need a closure. You don't need anything. Something was more important. Now, if your heart is wrapped up in that guy, as I said before, then you can't love somebody on Tuesday and hate him on Wednesday. You're just gonna have to wheel yourself in. Now you know where you stand. That's all. No matter what the reason is, we don't really care. You shouldn't really care. It's just that you weren't important. And there's one thing that, like Lydia says, she never got jealous of anybody because she knew she was the most important. She made herself important. She said, I must be the most important thing in your life, or this ain't gonna work. I got to be that. And that was her standard. I got to be important. You can't, but I'm not even, I don't care who's winking and blinking. It could be Beyonce. You got to be looking at Beyonce and say, yeah, hold on, my wife spoke. That's it. That's how you do it. And that's what I'm saying. Now, when she's saying that, she didn't second guess who she was and all that. She said, I must be the most important. That's what you need to do. Women, we have to stick up for ourselves and say, I'm supposed to be the most important. I don't care what the problem is. If there's a problem, even if it's a problem sexually, talk to me. You don't blatantly disrespect me like that and go out there and make me feel bad about myself. You don't do that. You don't have that much power. I'm not giving you that power. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
That's all she's saying, yeah. And all I'm saying is, you know your situation better than anybody else. And everybody's standards are different. I have high standards because that's the way I was raised, to have high standards.
She has a wise mother.
We're going to have a conversation. But anyway, everybody has to have their standards. But I know it's easier, not saying Lauren by chance, but it's easier for people to give you advice on something that they're not a part of or in. And I'm just saying, you know your situation, and if it's just how this letter was sent to us, then you know for a fact that your man is cheating. But if there's more to the story and you left it out, well, this is the advice that you got. So sometimes I'm just letting everybody know, when you send us advice, please be more detailed so we can really give you some sound good advice. Because right now, this one, he's cheating.
He watched that prior to, and he got dressed, and then he left. I know. She needed more. He washed up, and then he put some pants on his shirt.
Now that, I feel better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all I needed. Now that conversation is over.
Now she know all the full picture.
Okay, stand. Okay, so we have one more question.
Oh, goody.
Oh, yes. Hope Lauren's going to be nice about this one. I really need some advice today. So I started dating this guy from my job about 3 months ago. When we met, he had a girl pregnant, but they weren't together. We moved a little fast and moved in together. Up until now, everything was great. We were inseparable. Well, all of a sudden, he just packed his things and moved out. I love this man with all of me, and I am trying to get him back. Not agreeing with that. He moved out because he wants to be there for his child and child's mother. I don't want to let him go. The love I have for him is so strong that without him, I feel like a piece of me is missing. When I'm with him, I get that once-in-a-lifetime feeling. What should I do? I love him so much. Hit it, Lauren.
You know it, don't you?
I do it.
You know it, don't you?
Go ahead, hit it, Lauren.
You know.
Lauren's on a roll.
Yeah, you already know.
So go ahead.
Okay, now this was this. You should have said everything you said. You should say to this person right here, because you didn't see that coming for real. He left. He left the baby mama when she was pregnant. That's a no-no in the first place. I mean, as a woman, if he's gonna leave her when she needs her the most, big, pregnant, and needs help, and then he gonna move in with you. I got a whole sermon on that. That made no sense whatsoever. Living off of you. Okay, so now the baby's mama was there. Like, he wasn't going back and forth over there. I mean, you don't know. And then now the baby born says she get wig, she get baby this, she get baby that, give me this. She gets a whole bunch of stuff. And then he get you. Okay, he never was there. Oh my gosh. Folks, women, stop it. Stop. And then I love him. I don't want to let him go. If he doesn't want to be with you, why hold on to somebody that you know your life is going to be with him, with somebody else and somebody else and somebody else? Let him go. Be a woman and get a man all to yourself. Not somebody else's man. One all to yourself. And he's not a good man to neither one of the women. He left her and when she needed him the most, not back. And I'm just kidding. I don't know what she's getting that's making her go back. Maybe he was just scared. And now he knows that was the one he wants to make a family. But you can't interfere with that. You ain't married to him. You let him move in. That was your mistake. And now you fell in love with him, and you thought that what you can do and provide for him is going to make him. No, it doesn't. Giving a man, buying a man does not make him yours. Let him go. Get with somebody that loves you for you. Women, I just want to say that. Women, you got so much. You got so much power. You got so much. Some of you women are beautiful, not just on the outside, but just in the inside. And yet you will allow somebody to rape you of all your goodness and make you bitter and sour because you want to be there. You can't. You just, the door slammed in your face. That's closure. Gone. Peace be with you.
Well, I think she's done, you guys. So, this is where high standards for yourself should always come in. You have to love yourself enough. You have to love yourself enough to, when you hurt, heal yourself.
Dog agreed.
You do. You just have to learn to let it go. I remember back in my day when I was younger, when I would be with a guy and he'd break my heart, I would be crying, I'd be hurt, but the moment he called, I act like there was no problem. I went through a big struggle when I was married to my first husband. I still had to protect myself, and I did some stupid stuff. I'm going to tell you, I was dumb in some stupid stuff, but then I had to gain myself back up and understand who I was and say, I'm not dealing with this. I understand you love him and all that, but he does have a child with this woman. He is in a relationship with this woman, and he loves this woman. And you didn't like it when he left you for the woman that he already was with and got her pregnant before he met you. So how dare you try to get him back when he's now back with her? If you don't like it, then why would you do it to another woman? She had him first. She might have kicked him out. They might have fired. He might have left her. Whatever the case may be, he is back with her, and he want to have a relationship, and he has left you alone. And you're over here wanting to plot and figure out a way to get him back. And my thing is, if you got him back, why do you want him? I mean, really, just think about what you're saying. Because in the back of your mind, if you got him back, you're not going to be able to sit there and have a relationship with him, because in the back of your mind, you're going to always wonder if he's going to leave you. He's going to want to spend time with his child, and in the back of your mind, you're going to think they're messing around. Then pretty soon you're going to be like, well, you can't go over there and spend time with your child. The child got to come over here. Then it's going to be all this childish stuff, and who's going to hurt at the end? The child. Leave the man alone and let him be with the woman. And you can sit here and say what you want. My first husband, it happened to me. We were dating. He found out that he got a girl pregnant while we were dating. And then what he said is, I want to get back with her and try to work it out because I didn't like it when my mom and dad weren't together. I said, okay. I let him be. We waited when we saw each other and kept it kicking. I let him be. When the girl got an abortion and all that, it still took us time to even build back up. Because it's like, I respected him because he told me and he was honest. But even though they broke up, I was just like, this is the case. I'm gonna protect my heart. So I'm gonna still date and do what I'm doing over here. And that's how it should be. But you should never be the woman that's trying to tear another man away from another woman. You should never even want that. So this conversation to me was like, now I'm saying you're dumb and stupid. Like the first conversation, I was really trying to help something, try to see. But this one, really, I think you're being dumb and stupid. And I think you're being something that you would hate for a woman to do to you. Because if he came back to you and that woman felt the same way you felt and wanted to win him back, you would be hot and mad. And you gonna do it? You need a woman up and become a woman and care about you enough to stop letting some dude dog and disrespect you. And you want him to dog and disrespect. He respected you by just letting you know, I'm going to get back with my baby mama. I want to be there for her and my child, blah, blah, blah. He told you. He could have just been playing you. He told you. Respect him enough and leave that man alone. That's all I got to say. I got mad now.
Yeah, she got mad. I didn't get mad. You just, like I said, because I know when you're vulnerable, you just got this is how it seems like. This is what you seem like. You're desperate.
Yes.
You got a piece of man and you're gonna hold on to that man because you love that man, and then you love him. He's your whole world. Nobody should be your whole world except for Jesus.
Amen.
Really, I'm gonna tell you that truth. You want to love somebody, love Jesus like that. Somebody that can really change your life and really do something for you. But this, no. All you're gonna do is just gonna be hurt. And you gonna love him till you can't stand him anymore. And why? Why? Mm-hmm. If he wants to leave, he leaves. Women and men, you don't own nobody.
Yeah.
You don't own nobody. They can walk if they don't want to be with you anymore. They can walk away. It may hurt you. I'm not gonna say it won't, because it will probably devastate you. But you don't own them. You can't make him stay with you. And if you do, if you for some reason blackmail him to stay with you, it's not because he wants to. So you want somebody to be there for you because they have to. You pay their rent, you buy their clothes, you got them a car. If you don't stay with them, you take the car back, and you buy them this, and you give them money. And if you don't, you won't give them money. And all that. No, you don't want nobody. You don't want to be somebody's ATM. Or loan officer. You want somebody to be there because they love, honor, and respect you.
And you couldn't love, honor, and respect you because you guys move way too fast to even get in an emotional relationship. You're only emotional because you was just happy he was your security blanket. It's not love that you in. That's your security blanket. And like Lionel on the Peanut Factory, you just sitting up there. It's Charlie Brown, that's what it is. Charlie Brown, you just sitting up there connected to that blanket. And you like, I had a man. He see my man? No, because, for you to move that fast, it wasn't, you didn't even let time to build up a relationship. Because like I said, you sitting up here talking about a relationship with this man, but he left and he already had the girl pregnant. Then he moved in with you, and then now the baby's here, he leaving you again. So y'all ain't even been together that long. Period. And I can't. You just sitting up here being silly. So my thing is, let it go, because now you trying to be the other woman and you want him to play both of y'all. And he is. At least he's told you. He told you. So respect it. Because he could have played both of y'all like a fiddle, but he didn't. He trying to man up. Now, he probably was a man before, but he's trying to man up and tell you, and you over here acting like I want to be the hoe on the other side. So that's the end of our show for today. The Talk It Out show. Now again, if you want to look us up on Facebook and Twitter and even on Instagram, you can on the Talk It Out Show, and you can email us our letters at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. And you can even physically send us a letter at P.O. Box 901043 at Portland, Oregon 97220. And again, thank you for listening to the Talk It Out Show.